Hello and welcome to day 3 of my 12 days of whiskey aged beers. It is the 27th, just coming up to 1 a.m. Very early in the morning. Officially carrying on from the 26th Boxing Day, but it is day 3 officially. And as it's still time off work, so it's a weekend, I thought I would get another one of my double headers out of the way. So I've chosen 2 beers that are very similar. So I thought I'll taste them side by side. So what we have is a Kees Caramel Fudge Stout, which is 11.5%. And this one has been aged in Glen Turner barrels, bourbon barrels, whilst this one in the blue can is aged in Craigellachie casks. Both of these, though, are caramel fudge stouts, both 11.5%. They seem to have the same IBUs and other details. It's just the aging process, the barrels. It does state that they've been aged for 12 months, so I'm expecting the flavours to come through. Firstly, let's just quickly talk about Kees. So Kees are a Dutch brewery based in Middelburg, founded in 2015. In the UK, they're probably most known for their Barrel Project series, which involve them creating, similar to this, impy stouts, porters and barley wines in different distillery barrels. These two, though, for some reason aren't part of that series. They do still seem to do those ones. I'm not sure if it's because maybe these are more pastry stouts. I don't know at that stage. That's what I'm just assuming. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get into it. I'm going to open the closest one to me here, which is the Glen Turner one. So let's get this out of the can and pour it into the glass. Now, as I said, 11.5%, but caramel fudge stout. This is the Glen Turner one. So let's go for the nose first. We'll see how much of the sweetness comes through and how much potentially whiskey element is there. Yeah, as expected for me, that is just mainly the big caramel stout flavour. Yeah, and the fudge, I'd say the fudge definitely coming in as well. So it lives up to its name as sort of a pastry stout. Now, this one, as I said, is Glen Turner. Glen Turner is based outside of Livingston, Bathgate, at their Starlow distillery. It opened in 2010, like yesterday. The Glen Turner distillery is owned by, and I butchered it yesterday, I'm going to butcher it again today, La Martinique. So most of the whiskey is used in blends, but you can often sometimes find like single malt bottle releases. Right, nose is not giving away anything on the sort of whiskey element. Let's go in for a taste. Wow. Okay. So yes, it is a pastry stout on the sweet side. Great body. It has that ending. I'll get off that in a moment. It has all of those flavors that you're smelling straight away. So you are getting that sweetness coming through. You're also getting the chocolate malts as well with it. So the caramel, the fudge, chocolate malts. But the ending is spicy oak. It's a really good ending, still mixed with that caramel. The caramel hangs throughout. Let's go for another taste. Definitely boozy. You can taste the booze straight away. Sweetness is the first thing. big sweetness, but that ending, slight burnt taste on it as well. But yeah, it's like spicy oak mixed with that caramel. That's quite interesting. Just put that one to the side. You probably can't see it down here out of camera. I want to get on to the next one. Yes, another 11.5%er early in the morning. The blue one here we've got is from Craigellachie. So this is a Speyside distillery that has been around, you know, legally as usual, 1891. It's currently owned by Bacardi. Ooh, get this poured out roughly to the same line level. Yeah, so it's owned by Bacardi, and they use ex-bourbon oak casks. A lot of their finishing sharing out, but these are going to be the bourbon oak casks that they're using here. So nose-wise, let's see. Immediately different on the nose. Wow, okay. This doesn't actually give off the sweetness. So this had the caramel fudge flavors prominent on the nose. This one, it's a lot more delicate on the caramel fudge, and it's more like a vanilla nose that's coming in there. Yeah, if anything, I would say this feels like it's muted on the nose. Let's go for a taste of it though. Wow. Yes, they are on the surface two very similar seeming pastry stouts, same ABV, same caramel fudge stout. It says, I'm assuming it's the same recipe they've used, just put into different barrels. That is completely different. This is not really got the pastry stout element. That is gone. There is a sweetness there. As I said, it's very, very small on sweetness. This is picking up whiskey. There is a sort of clove element to it, along with a sort of, that tasted more burnt on the ends. This is just oaky. And there's an undercurrent of sweetness, but the sweetness, you would struggle to sort of identify what that is. It's more like a marshmallow flavor that you're getting in. It's just, marshmallow is sort of sugary, not much flavor to it, just melt in the mouth, gets everywhere. That's what that's coming across as. They are two completely different beers than what I was expecting. Yeah, straight back, sweetness just hits on this straight away. That is not what I was expecting. I'll go for a quick taste of each again. Didn't need the palate cleanser. Don't need a palate cleanser with them because they're so different. Honestly, completely different beers. I'm assuming the same recipe, but they've come out completely different. The Speyside one here has fully taken on, after 12 months of being in the barrel, taken on the flavor of the whiskey as far as I'm concerned. The red one here, it's kept its sweetness, but also taken on small elements on the finishing palate from the whiskey. What is better? Not really here what I'm to judge, but might as well give you my opinion at that stage. I actually prefer the Craigellachie version. I think this is just a bit too tad sweet for me. I'm not the biggest fan of, sweet stouts, pastry stouts at that stage, but for me, the Craigellachie, it's got the sweetness underneath there, but it's not massive. It's more that whiskey flavour is coming through. The red one from Glen Turner, it had the ending notes of whiskey, but nose and flavour to begin with is all sweetness, all that pastry stout. Both really good. Kees always stands out, always creates these brilliant ones that are barrel aged as far as concerned. I've had some of the barrel aged ones they've used from Isla, amazing, but they're all limited sort of edition ones. So if you do see some Kees, honestly, give them a try. They really do impart the flavour of the whiskey barrel into their beers. Yeah, I've now got to get through both of these and then go bed because I've got a heavy night of drinking ahead of me tomorrow. I say heavy night, early start, probably about midday. But I hope you're all enjoying your Christmas time. Hope you had a great Boxing Day yesterday and you enjoy today, the Saturday, the extra day that we're all getting at Christmas. I'll see you for day 4 where I'm hopefully not hanging. See you then, guys.